Hello.
Hey, how are you,
Oh,
Yvonne?
I'm great. I can hear you, Sherry. I'm super.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, let me give a little bit of an introduction and we'll keep this train going down the track, okay?
Yeah.
Um, my guest today I'm sorry. My guest today has a home country of Costa Rica, which we'll be talking about that shortly. But she now resides in Malta, and we will also talk about Malta. Yvonne is founder of the Malta Poker Festival. Since the last time she was with us, Yvonne has now become involved with the Sigma Poker Tour, and I can't wait to hear all about that. Our guest has added to her Hendon Mob since the last time she was here. Her total live earnings currently are at 24,000, about 8,000 higher than when she was with us in the spring, with a best live cash of just over 9,000 for her 10th place finish in the EPT $1,100 freeze out. Yvonne is planning to host a poker series in her homeland of Costa Rica, which we'll dive into shortly. Please welcome Yvonne, and I'm going to let you pronounce your own last name because everybody knows I am challenged.
My last name is Montealegre. I'm Yvonne Montealegre, and I'm very happy to be joining Sherry, Donna. It's lovely to have you guys, and you have your spaces, and it's just so beautiful what you both do for the community.
Well, I appreciate those kind words, and I'm sure Donna's too. And she's kind of going to be in and out because she's at a hockey game right now.
Hi, Yvonne. Thank you. I appreciate the
There she
words.
is.
Okay.
There she is. We'll just roll with whatever she can give us at that hockey game. I love it so much. Let's dive right into it, shall we?
Yes.
First of all, congratulations on your fifth place finish at the Hippodrome in London. Please tell us about it.
Yes. As you know, I've been connecting with Carrie Jane at the Hippodrome because we have so much similar story. We're both in WPA, working together for the Raise It Up program, trying to ensure that women and the minorities are respected and well treated in casinos worldwide. That's one of our plans. So whenever I have a chance, I love how things are run at the Hippodrome in London. I go there and I have a blast. And last time I got my first flag, and now I got a nice fifth place. So it's really a beautiful place for me. During the Malta Poker Festival, we're having a satellite for the Women's Winter Festival. And imagine this, Sherry, that satellite has 10 tickets added to the main event at Women's Winter Festival, worth £400 each. So when you're sitting at the final table, you already have a seat. It's just so
That's awesome.
generous from Poker Stars. And I am very proud of these collaborations because it shows that we are competitors, but if we cooperate with each other, we do better things. Um,
Well, and that's the big picture, right? But I want to slow your roll down for a minute because I want to brag about what you're doing personally at the Felt.
oh,
And you just kind of skimmed over that. And what I was referring to, and she kind of glazed over it a little bit, was that you played the UK IPT Cup. It was a 330-pound buy-in with 376 entries. You played 13 hours on the first day, 10 hours on the second day, finished fifth place for just over $7,200. Now we got to brag about that for a minute, as well as all the other stuff we're going to talk about. So, congratulations on that,
thank
ma'am.
you. Thank you very much because it's always nice to. I'm a total recreational player and I play simply because I love the game, but it also keeps me on my toes to see what my competitors are doing, what the new TDA implementations are. So for me to make a deep run or a nice cash, it just encourages me more to read more. And a big shout out to the resources out there, because I don't have time to read poker books or enroll in study groups. I have three small children and a few projects right now. But these newsletters that are being produced, content that is being produced, it's so helpful. And we don't give the recognition they deserve, because, for example, Doug Polk and Faraz Jaka, they make a newsletter and it's so well put up. Imagine all the time they take, and this is something that doesn't necessarily translate into money. They definitely love it because they want to help the game. And just before joining the UKIPT on the plane, I was reading Faraz Jaka latest newsletter about flattening aces, and I applied it, and I think it rendered fantastic results. So a big shout
I
out
love
to
that.
all the resources out there that we have made for people that love the game. And that's very encouraging that we have those resources, and that people and fishies like me can swim deep as well.
Well, and I think your words are very wise, and I'm sure our listeners are going to appreciate what you just spoke about. And I also want to say that don't you think, as an operator, um, as the owner of the Malta Festival, company, so to speak, don't you think it also helps you to do a better job to sit at the felt as a player and view the tournament from a player's eyes? So when you go to organize your tournaments, you have that point of view?
Oh, absolutely. It's super enriching, and I expense it. So, yeah, so for me, playing the game is just having the opportunity to sit down at the felt and dedicate 10 hours of a day to that. It's an absolute passion. I'm there observing, taking notes, having a good time. And what I learned from sitting down at the felt with fellow poker players is a lot. They give me a lot of good feedback, and I get to market my events. That's how I've grown my events, being a player as well. It has proven to be a total grassroots marketing strategy, and I stand by it and I love it. Um,
Well, and your passion always shines through. No matter what you're doing, you always have a smile on your face. You are definitely passionate about the world of poker and your place in that world of poker. And I love I love the fact that Carrie Jane has been brought on Poker Stars. Platform, because I think she not only is she willing to listen to what women are saying in poker, but I think she's going to try to come up with some innovative things, much like you do. And so I love the fact that you guys are working together. Tell me what she's going to do at the Malta Poker Festival, which is coming up October 28th through November 4th. What is Carrie Jane doing for you when she's there?
Oh, Carrie Jane, we always try to spice up the calendar, adding hosts. And I wish you can be one of our hosts one day. I think the spring event would be awesome for you. And
Well, I
we
appreciate
pick
that.
hosts based on, they can be players, they can be ambassadors, they can work as service providers for the game, they can be content producers. So we have our hosts of each tournament, and my beloved tournament called Ladies First has a yearly or a seasonal host for spring and another one for autumn. Carrie Jane was the spring one this year, but she did such a terrific job that we couldn't resist, and we had her as well for autumn. And she organizes the event, promotes it, and just is available for everyone to make sure the structure is good, to make sure we're listening to the feedback, to make sure everyone has a fun time. Because, as you know, Sherry, sometimes even women's events get a little bit rough. So it's good to ensure we're all there to have a good time, to make the game grow. So Carrie Jane's help is invaluable. And she is the sweetest person. She has an NAPT Vegas package, and she's making the sacrifice to come to Malta to enjoy the Malta Poker Festival, to be our host, and then immediately after take a plane to Las Vegas. That's how committed she is to the game, and a big shout out for that. I wish I can do the same for her. So, Women's Winter Festival, I'm going to be there playing, supporting. We're going to have a satellite during the autumn edition. And it's just great to collaborate. When peers collaborate instead of fighting, or instead of clashing dates, or instead of, doing all the dirty tricks, great things happen. Great things happen.
I could not agree more. And I think that Carrie Jane is kind of the shot in the arm we need right now. And I say that because she's looking at things at a global eye, versus some folks just look at things within their own little bubble, and it doesn't, and some of those things are great, but they don't affect or help enough of the big community. And so I love the fact that she is very globally oriented or targeting. Love that. But let's talk about the Malta Poker Festival. As you said, the fall edition's coming up. Tell us how this festival is different than maybe the last one.
Well, the autumn edition is always bigger, larger fields, larger prize pools. So the size is quite different. Now we have an interesting situation this autumn, which is that our competitors on the island are putting their event at the same time, which
Oh,
means not only same time, but it's like the same exact dates for the main events. So
well,
we
that's
had to
unfortunate.
navigate that, and we navigated the schedule in such a way that people are actually able to play both events, even
Good for
even
you.
cutting our event 1 day shorter. Um, and what that means, it means that we will lose money probably on that day because we already
Right.
calculated certain dealers. But overall, Malta Poker Festival is the poker festival on the island of the people. We are always making sure that the structures are playable, that the rake is controlled. I am there doing that. It's exciting to be a third party, in the sense that we have like a trifecta where Danilo makes sure the dealers are properly treated and they have the right hours to work, and the Portomaso Casino is making sure the licensing regulations. And I am, as an owner, very, very invested in player experience. I want to make sure that, not necessarily volume. Of course, it's nice to have a full house of people enjoying what we put up for them, what we serve for them. But I honestly believe in quality. And that's why I chose Portomaso, because it's the best casino on the island for poker. So,
Well, I love that. And I know that you want, we've met a couple times in person. Of course, I had the absolute joy to be with Donna, and we attended your wedding in Las Vegas last year. And I know that you just want things a certain way. And you want those things a certain way because it benefits the players. And you always have the players in mind. And that should be commended because not a lot of operators go to the extents that you do. And one of the things you make sure or ensure is that there are some outside activities that people can participate in, some tours and things. So, do you want to touch on what you're going to offer this fall
absolutely.
as far as outside activities?
Maureen Bludlinger from Globetrotting Poker. She is handling all the off felt activities that you can find in our website. We have a private catamaran tour. We have a meet and greet with Carrie Jane actually before the ladies' event. We have a Halloween party at the best nightclub of the island. We have the players' party at level 22. We do have a lot of activities. Oh, we have a hop on, hop off bus that Donna loves. and was quite funny straddling a cannon in an infamous photo that is yet to see the light of the internet. And yeah, it's pretty fun. I love when people, they just tell me, oh my god, I went to this tour in the hop on hop off bus of MPF, and I met this person, now we're friends, and now we travel together or share itineraries. I mean, it's all about the community, and the things that the MPF community has done is my pride and joy. We've
As it should be, Yvonne. You've put a lot of heart and soul and elbow grease, as they say, hard work to make it happen. And so kudos to you and all the people that have supported you through the years to make it happen. And you're doing great things. And and it should be commended for sure. So tell us about your main event for this fall edition of the Malta Poker Festival. What's the price point and some other maybe tournaments that you're offering?
Yeah. Basically, our price point started and will remain being 550 euros for a prize pool of 500,000 guaranteed. So it's quite fun to play it. We have satellites running since next week live at Portomaso Casino. So if you arrive a couple of days later, it's a big chance to satellite your main event ticket. And we have a lot of other main events, I mean side events that for me are main events. The Hendon Mob, for example, it's a great championship. It's going to be a big event with a big prize pool. We even have a super high roller this year of 3,000 euros. We have a high roller of 1,000 euros. I mean, you can play a lot that week. You can basically, the schedule is packed, and with a bankroll of less than 1,000 euros, you could play three big tournaments, and some satellites.
That is awesome. And you have a $500,000 guarantee for your main event, which is amazing for a 550 euro buy-in. That's a great guarantee, Yvonne.
Yeah, again, I mean, as a
Really good.
player, I've been in Vegas during the World Series, and I can't play anything. I mean, it's all entrances of 2K, 2.5, 5, 13. So I've learned from that. I mean, there's another side, the recreational player that wants to wake up early and take a tour bus and travel the island and play at night a big tournament, but not necessarily something that will hurt your bankroll, something 200, 300 euro. I think that recreational player is what I defend a lot, and offer
Yes, you
and
do.
creating a schedule, thinking about these recreational players.
Well, and the fact that they have to travel to you, right, in Malta.
Yeah.
For us in the United States, that's a hell of a day of travel,
Yeah.
right? And so for me to be able to travel there and have some price points that I can play several tournaments that week certainly makes it more attractive to me as a recreational player.
Absolutely, that's the idea, and the big community that we have. We have a great community. It's a great place for networking. Malta is buzzing. I love this little island. So many things happen here. Our super high roller ambassador, Lucas Robinson, recently moved to Malta. That's how hot the island is. There's a lot of poker, a lot of poker, a lot of work, a lot of iGaming work. There's crypto. There's quite a lot of industries buzzing and happening. So if you add to that we are spoiled with choice, having international events every 3 weeks, it's a fantastic place to live.
Absolutely. And Alec, I saw your hand raised and request, but right now we're just doing the interview, and afterwards we will take questions. So just be patient there, my friend. I want you to talk about the ladies event. What is the price point for the ladies event, and how is your ladies event different from others?
Our price point is 200 euro, and we have a 10K guaranteed with a package added to Kerry Jane's event, the Women's Winter Festival, that includes hotel 4 nights and the buy-in, which is 400 euro, 400 pounds. So I think our ladies event is full of value. It's a great community feel. I do a lot of satellites with the iGaming community in Malta to make sure that there are a lot of seats taken for that ladies first. Because with the 200 price point and getting dealt what we deal, which is a completely professional experience, I think it's a fantastic time for any lady.
Absolutely. I've heard great things about it. All right, let's move on to um, your new association with the Sigma Poker Tour. Congratulations on that. Can you tell us what that's going to entail?
Absolutely. It's not even a collaboration, it's a hire. I have my events, the Malta Poker Festival, and now the upcoming Costa Rica Poker Festival. But parallel to that, I took the assignment of building the Sigma Poker Tour. Sigma is a big tech company based in Malta, but they have 6 offices around the world, including Cyprus, Belgrade, Budapest, Brazil. Um, and what they do is that they're specializing in doing iGaming conferences all over the world. And these iGaming conferences are incredible. They have amazing dinners, amazing concerts, DJs. It's a whole like environment, a whole vibe the whole week that we have it. So the owner wanted to get into the poker vertical. And because I believe in the project so much and I believe in what they're doing, I think it's so much fun. I think the poker is going to be a great addition to it. So I took on the assignment, and this is exactly where I am right now at the Sigma office, Friday night, 8:25. I'm here, but I'm loving it. I know that we need to put a lot of work, but we are going to take the poker space with something completely different. And
I love that.
our first tournament will be Sigma Poker Tour stop in Manila in June in Philippines. And then we're
Very
going to
good.
have a Malta one back to the Malta Poker Festival as well. So it's going to just add up to the existing amazing autumn we're going to have 2025.
Good for you, Yvonne, and good luck with that endeavor. That sounds amazing. We will stay tuned for more information about that. I'm going to take a minute to say a few things that I would like to make sure our listeners get to hear about. First of all, at Best Bet, they're hosting a ladies series September 19th through September 22nd. Linda Johnson and Jan Fisher are going to have a free seminar open to the public at Best Bet on that Saturday at 11 a.m. And if you've never heard Linda or Jan speak, I highly recommend you don't miss that. The other thing I wanted to bring up is the Women in Poker Hall of Fame, which is a company owned by Lupe Soto, has announced that their nominations are currently open for the class of 2024 Poker Hall of Fame inductions. And it's an open period until September 23rd. Some of the qualifications for those that you want to nominate, they have to be active as a player or industry leader for the minimum of 10 years, 35 years or older. A player or industry leader must have contributed to the world of poker in some significant way. This person can qualify by either winning a major poker tournament or tournaments or by making significant contributions to the industry of poker. Poker and industry leader must be a proponent of women in poker. All nominees must be approved by a committee of the board of directors and the inductees. Nominees must agree to the terms and conditions of the Women in Poker Hall of Fame. So definitely check out the WIPHOF website for all the details because I only read a few of them. And definitely everybody needs to submit their favorite players' names or industry person's name for induction. So just wanted to get that out there. Now, Yvonne, let's talk about we both have made mention about the upcoming series that you're going to host in Costa Rica. So, how did that come about, first
That's
of all?
right, Sherry. And this is a good flight for you. Atlanta, San Jose direct. Let's talk a little bit about my history. I grew up in San Jose, Costa Rica, and growing up, I am a psychologist by formation, but there were so many gaming companies. It was a gaming haven. All the Paradise Poker initial crew, Poker Stars in the early days. So I've been, involved in poker from the back end to the tournaments to the live events. And I've always wanted to bring a tournament to my city, San Jose. But it was never possible because there was never a poker club that was able to host it. There were legal requirements we were not meeting. I mean, imagine that I had a meeting with a casino at the beach and they showed me like a palapa, which is this place without doors or walls in the soil, in the sand. And I told them, where do you plan to have the tournament? They're like, here in the Palapa, Miss Monte Alegre. So, I was like, guys, I mean, I'm talking about a professional poker tournament, right? We're not playing with chips in the sand. Unfortunately, we need cameras, we need a space, we need proper licensing. So, until now, I found that club, which is the Kickers Club in San Jose, Costa Rica. They've got a fantastic operation. ACR has done the cage in there very successfully, and they are proving to be a very good partner for me. They're doing live satellites in Saint Martin, Dominican Republic, and Panama, as well in Costa Rica. So I have very high expectations of this Costa Rica Poker Festival. The support has been incredible. I did a little video, I'm no makeup, nothing. My mother is Latin American, and she said, Yvonne, oh my God, how can you look so awful in the videos? You have to do some makeup or something. The video was filmed by my son, my 9-year-old son, and the support has been incredible. Like,
Well, I'm going to tell you the video was amazing. So block out all that other stuff and just know that I watched that video. It was
oh,
great.
thank you. The point is that, with very limited resources, we are making it happen. We're going to bring players from Scandinavia, from Germany, from Europe in general to Costa Rica. And it's the first one we have. The off-felt activities are going to be so much fun. It's like go to a private island one. The other one is rappel, zip line. The other one is a golf day. There's everything for everyone. And I think, what I want is a community. And to be honest with you, I want a small tournament so I can sit down and have dinners with everyone, talk and meet every single person that is traveling to Costa Rica. That's my wish. So, it's overwhelming to see the support I'm getting in the industry. Sometimes I don't know how I deserve people like you and Donna in my life, like Carrie Jane, like Chris Reed, like Lupe, many supporting men, including my own husband on the sideline and just patiently, taking the back seat and letting me fulfill my dreams. So a big shout out, big thank you to all our supporters, men, women, Robbie Straczynski, card player, Roland Boothby, everyone in the industry is being so supportive and nice. I have nothing but a great pride to be a member of the poker community worldwide. And I just want those bridges that separate us to be broken and for us to have even better communication and have better feel towards each other and reach a new, more enlightened time, more loving time and more success for everyone. There's space for everyone.
There certainly is. And I just want to say, I could not agree with you more, but I want to make sure that folks know that it's Kickers Poker Club and it's at the Sheraton Hotel and Casino in San Jose, Costa Rica. For those that need to plan, the dates are January 27th through February 3rd of 2025. So mark your calendars, book your flights and hotel, people. Now, tell me or tell our listeners about the grand event. Um, at that Costa Rica series.
Yeah, it's got 100,000 guaranteed US dollars.
Amazing.
Yeah, and it follows the same path as the Grand Event of Malta, which is a very playable structure, 50K starting stack, 40-minute blind levels that will increase on day two. It's a multi-day, so it's quite fun to play. Then we're gonna have a super high roller for 3K. We're gonna have the Lips Costa Rica Women's Championship in
Awesome.
cooperation with Lupe Soto. So it's also something for the ladies to enjoy and partake. And overall, what I want is people to visit my fantastic country, my beautiful country, and be served by me and my beautiful team. I've got to tell you a secret. I think I'm doing the Costa Rica tournament because of the food. Seriously. The casino.
I think you're a little homesick,
No,
huh?
the casino has the best food. Like sitting down at the poker table eating they have this amazing, delicious food. So I got served there. I
Yummy.
really didn't want to work harder this year or the next because I have the small children but these guys served me a ceviche, which is a traditional Costa Rican dish at my poker table with all the Tabasco sauce and the hot sauce homemade by the chef. They won me. They won me. I had three ceviches, which is you shouldn't have so many. And
They spoke your love language, huh?
yes, yes.
They hit you in your stomach and you fell
That's
for it.
right,
I
Peaches.
love
That's
it.
right. They gave me
I
that
love it.
ceviche and the deal is signed.
Well, I know you guys are going to do online satellites for that series on the iPoker network. Is that something that can be played here in the States or no?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me think. Betson, no. But we're going to, guess what? I am confirming just now with Eric Morris from Bluff. He's going to run some satellites on his GG Partners Club. So there's going to be some
Awesome.
online action. Yes,
Very good. So we'll watch for announcements about that here in the near future.
absolutely.
Now, is there anything else you'd like to tell us about any of those series that you have coming up that we haven't gone through?
Well, I think you're so in the loop of everything. I just can't wait to have you and Donna in Costa Rica. This one is very small. I would say it's a small one. I want to be with everyone and meet people, but I think it has a potential to grow. I mean, imagine this: January is freezing, and for all these Europeans to be able to have online qualifiers and spend 7 days in paradise, it's just fantastic. Direct,
Sounds like a win-win to me.
yeah, direct flights from Atlanta, for example, 3.25 hours. You're there in San Jose. So, I mean, Houston is a great destination. New York flies direct. Canada, Toronto flies direct to San Jose. So, I think as a hub is something pretty interesting to break that winter.
Well, and that's closer than Vegas for me.
Yeah, and cheaper. And the food, I'm telling you, the food.
That's key. That is closer than Vegas for me. So, that is something I'm definitely going to look at. When I saw the announcement, I was like, oh, I need to take time to look at that to see if that's doable or not.
Yeah,
I'm definitely going to look
I
at
would
it.
love that you make it. I mean, from Atlanta, it's one flight direct, and
Right.
it's just it's very convenient and very affordable. I would say much cheaper than Vegas, and we will be
Right.
dealing a super professional experience as well.
Well, I think it's awesome that you're making that dream of yours come true. Now, I'm going to do a little thing, and I think we did this last time you were here. If my memory serves me correctly, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to do rapid fire. I'm going to give you two choices. You got to pick one.
Okay.
All right. Chocolate or gummy bears?
Chocolate.
Pizza or hamburger?
Hamburger.
Hip hop or rock and roll?
Hip hop.
Cook or do the dishes?
Cook.
Bacon or sausage?
Bacon.
French fries or mashed potatoes?
French fries.
Thank you for
I
playing.
loved it.
Well, Yvonne, I'm not going to keep you because I know you're very busy with all that you have going on. I'm so proud of you and your efforts, and I appreciate your efforts because I know those efforts affect me somewhere in a poker room, somewhere in the world, and I appreciate you and your
Thank
efforts.
you, Sherry. Thank you, Donna. You guys are amazing. I mean, I remember when I met you in Vegas and you were handing out a big bag of goodies to just anyone that would approach you. And your spirit to the community is just something, I just it makes me want to work in this industry. And now what we're doing with Sigma is interesting too. We're going to plug in this poker event, and we're already giving jobs to people. We need content writers, we need tech people, we need people in poker. And opening jobs for people is something that is very close to my heart. And I am very thankful to be in the position of being able to open these work opportunities for a lot of people.
Well, and we appreciate those efforts, and I appreciate your kind words for sure. Am I going to see you in December in Vegas at the WPT or what?
I'm hoping I'll be in Costa Rica, but I want to focus a little bit on family, so I'm trying to juggle that. But yeah, I mean, if I get nominated on the Women's Poker Hall of Fame, then I'll go for sure.
Okay. All right. Very good. And I can't imagine that not happening. Um, there's so many good nominees,
Oh
right?
yeah, there's a lot of people, and I think we industry people and European facing are a bit handicapped in terms of odds, because I think the voters are U.S. and so on. But just being nominated, it's a fantastic recognition to our work.
I totally agree. Anytime you're nominated for anything, it is quite a satisfying feeling that people have taken notice, right?
Yeah,
And that your work is not going unnoticed. Which, when you're working hard, sometimes it's a thankless job. So just that nomination is a little bit of validation that hey, I'm on the right track. I'm doing the right things. I'm glad somebody's taken notice. So I agree with you, and hopefully I'll see you in December. But I appreciate you joining us this afternoon, and I, of course, want to help spread the word. So I will leave this pinned so people can go back and replay it. We get a lot of people that like to hit the replay button because they're busy. So much love to you and your family. And again, thanks for joining us this afternoon. And you take care,
thank you
Yvonne.
so much, Sherry. Thanks for having me, and thanks for all you do for our poker industry. I love being
Thank
here.
you.
Thanks to all our listeners. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, listeners. And thank you, Donna. I don't know if you can hear us, but we thank you and enjoy that hockey game, lovely. Bye, everybody. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.